Federal Election Commission's toll-free information line. This system is available Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Please listen carefully to the following 7 options, as our menu has recently changed. If you know your party's extension, press 0. If you are a member of the media, press 1 for the FEC press office. If you have questions about accessing campaign finance reports or other public documents, press 2 for the Public Records Office. If you would like...
Public
Please
Records.
hold while we connect your call.
Public Records, how can I help you?
Hi there. Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Well, good. Hey, I'm doing some research into presidential electoral candidates' eligibility.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, I'm trying to find out if I couldn't find any documents on your website about the current presidential candidates and, you know, birth certificates and that sort of thing, which should be public record, correct?
That I don't know, sir.
Okay. You're in the records division, right?
Yes, but we only handle the finance portion of it.
You only handle the finance portion of it?
Yes, the financial reports that they send in to us.
Okay. Speaking of that, is Hillary Clinton's financial reports up since she's on, what, $20 million now? I don't see those up on the website either.
Her personal or her campaign's financial reports?
Well, she's $20 million down to the campaign. Have you seen that? That's pretty much public knowledge now. Maybe not. Okay. How can I find out what I'm really looking for is the eligibility criteria and the documents proving that they're eligible.
Okay.
So if you could send me or tell me who I can contact about that.
Sure. Hold 1 second.
Thanks. Nobody knows anything ever. Tell me. It's a standard. I'll put you on hold, and then they leave. And they hang up.
I'm going to transfer you to our information division.
Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. How about that? She didn't.
Good afternoon, Information Division. Am I help you?
Hi there. How are you today?
Doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
I'm trying to find out some information on current presidential candidate eligibility. And I can't seem to find anything on your website, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered you if I could have found it.
Okay, sure. Hold on, please.
Okay.
Hello, Information Division.
Well, hi there. How are you? Maybe I'm getting closer to where I need to be to ask the question.
Okay.
Okay. I'm trying to find out some information on current presidential candidate eligibility, both the regulation that directs that, the most current. I can't seem to find that stuff on your guys' website. And also the public record proof that they are both eligible, the current candidates. Actually, all 3 of them.
The FEC doesn't do that. We more regulate...
You're the Federal Elections Committee, right? Is that correct? I'm just looking for the right people. I started with federal and it said presidential, so I thought you guys...
Yeah, we more regulate the money flow. We're not in charge with regulating...
And actually, that was the second question I was asking was about, the Hillary campaign fund issue. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find out how much of that was matching funds that the taxpayers actually lost. I know she's concerned about paying herself back, but I'm more concerned about us getting some of our money back.
Actually, none of it was... she didn't... her campaign did not apply for matching funds.
None whatsoever?
None.
There's not a penny that came out of taxpayer dollars for her campaign?
No, she didn't. She did not apply for public funding.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know, actually.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I don't think any of the 3 candidates, like the 3 candidates who raised the most money, applied for any kind of public funding because they, I guess, obviously came to the conclusion that they could raise more privately than, or through individual contributions coming from individuals than...
No, Mr. McCain did. He used that's even been in the news, that he did.
He applied for it, but I think he sent a letter to the FEC stating that he was backing out of it.
Yeah, after he got the money to leverage a loan, did he use that money for collateral? So does that not count? Does that not show up on your records?
Well, it was
that's called finagling.
Well, the way it worked was I think he was certified as eligible to receive them, but I don't believe the Treasury paid any funds out of that.
No, but
I don't
used
believe
it
they
as
actually
collateral.
got any money. Well, I think that the issue was that he used that certification to qualify for the ballot in several states, which, it doesn't matter. You don't have to do the signatures. I think in certain states you didn't have to do the signatures.
But there's a federal regulations governing this, not state, correct?
Right, and the FEC has not, for ballot access, the states do have jurisdiction over control of their ballots, and so that's why the candidates often have to go through a lot of
signatures.
Right, signatures in certain states, or they might have to pay a fee in certain states. In some states, I know that
and that applies to all candidates, correct? Not just the ones that they don't want to run.
Right. I think it's maybe the nomination by a party or something. If you're an office holder, that might be good enough to get you on the ballot in certain states. But
it is. If you're an office holder.
It might be. I mean, I think that's.
So you guys don't know, as a Federal Elections Commission, you don't know that stuff off the top of your head, or no?
No, that's not something that we can't deal with that because that's up to each individual state that they control their own ballots.
Okay. So what do you guys actually do? I missed I missed your goal on the front page or something. You guys have a mission, right?
Right. We regulate the spending and raising of funds to fund federal elections. Okay.
And you're saying that nobody used a penny of the federally matching funds that we tick our box on the tax return? Nobody used a penny of that?
The candidates that you mentioned did not. I forget the ones who actually did qualify for...
Okay, is that listed somewhere, the ones that did use?
We put... there were press releases, I think, that stated...
Okay, well, I'll look for that, because that really wasn't my main question before I called. My main one was the actual qualification.
Right.
Because that should be public record. I should be able to find that on the Internet, like, in 2 seconds. And I can't find it, so...
Okay.
So can you refer me to somebody that actually, they have to apply, those guys have to apply to run for president, because there are some constitutional requirements.
Right.
Like you have to be a native-born citizen and that sort of thing.
Well, the House, I believe, they're the ones who count the electoral votes, and the National Archives that I believe has jurisdiction over the counting of the electoral votes.
Okay, but this comes way before the counting of the electoral votes, correct?
Right.
You have to qualify first. You have to qualify to run before you can run.
I don't know about the qualifications, I don't know how they go about qualifying, actually.
Okay.
Qualifying or applying.
Do you think anybody at your commission might have a clue? Or am I completely in the wrong area?
Well, it's not. The FEC. We have our own issues to deal with campaign financing, so that's not something that we don't have the authority over it. That's the main thing. Is that?
Okay. Well, one might think by your name that you might have authority over who's actually running, but I guess not. It's kind of like the Federal Reserve, huh? Right. You wouldn't think that's a private organization, would you?
No.
Yeah, but it is, huh?
Right. And a lot of times, the agency's name is a little bit sometimes misleading.
Deceiving?
We don't have everything over federal elections.
I'd call it deceiving, actually, but that's not your fault.
What's that?
I said I'd call it deceiving, actually, but that's not your fault. You probably didn't help name it.
Right.
So,
no.
Basically, here's what the thing is. It's in the Constitution that these guys are running and have to prove that they can run.
Right.
Where do I find the public record that says they qualify? Does anybody have that? Or am I just supposed to trust them? Because I don't.
Uh-huh.
I'm a 20-year veteran fighter pilot, and I don't trust my government anymore, so I'm checking them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.